Man, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What's going on right here? What's going on, everybody? Let me get myself together. As I get on this road here. All right. All right, all right, all right. Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome. Thursday edition of BucosLocker. Hopefully everybody having a good day. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Share the videos. Oh, snap. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on the channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Keep supporting the channel. I really do appreciate that. Big shouts out to you guys. You guys keep me going. Jay, Rizlo, I see you. Our originals. Rizzy Grizz. I'm on my way to the mall, so I figured I'd make a video on the way. Little video. King Cook, Young Deezy, take down King. Born Ready Jones, what up, man? Y'all know what the business is. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what it is. Oh. Hold up. My bad. That was ugly. I'm gonna have to restart this thing, huh? I should have had this set up already. Popped out, huh? Popped out on me like that. So today's topic of discussion as I drive. NFL free agency still going on, folks. People still making moves. You know, Bucs done kind of, quiet. Bucs done got quiet. The Bucs done did what they needed to do, right? So the latest, re-signing. You can say re-signing. The Bucs chose to bring back William Gholston. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 1-year deal. $4.5 million. You get the 1.5 this year, and they spread the rest of the money out via void years. And so now William Gholston is back for one more year, 10 seasons with the Bucs. William Gholston he's done his thing. He's been around the Bucs for a minute. He's been through a couple coaches, a couple regimes, right? And he stayed steady. I mean, William Gholston didn't really turn out to be what we thought he was going to be as far as like overall wise. But he's been a steady piece on the Bucs line, and I give him credit on that. 10 years, but I still say the Bucs need to make an upgrade. They need, like I said, they need juice. However you want to take that, I'm just not going to be totally satisfied until they draft some guys. The chances of JPP and Dominican Sue coming back, every day that passes, it gets lower and lower. Now, if they're willing to take some veterans minimum money, then yeah, they can come back. I'm pretty sure they can Sue back. But I don't think that's even on the list right now for the Bucs. So I know some folks have asked about, the JP and Dominican Sue, but they're not the Bucs' priority right now. It's pretty clear. I think the Bucs, they want to go younger. They have a great opportunity in the first round, and bringing back William Gholston, steady as he go. Nothing, no wow factors, but he's a great run stopper, and he gets a lot of quarterback hits. which means he's like 1 or 2 steps too late. That to me, when you get a lot of quarterback hits or a lot of quarterback pressures, now pressures can turn into turnovers, but here's the key thing about the pressures. Do those pressures result in a negative play? If you look at William Gholston's pressures, the question you might want to ask yourself when he's pressuring the quarterback, are those negative plays are those plays results of a negative outcome for the opposite team? And William Gholston has just been a steady player. Nothing wow, no wow factor. We drafted him. It was high expectations. I believe he was done unjust in a bad system, some bad coaching schemes. I wish William Gholston would have panned out to be a lot more than what he was. He just was in some bad situations, and the last couple years he's gotten some recognition, but his career high is 4.5 sacks. But that he was drafted to do what he's supposed to do, but at a higher level. And as far as his overall performance with the Bucs, you got to give him a steady grade, like a C+. The way he was drafted, the expectations with the D-line, and he's just been playing. And shouts out to William Gholston returning another year. 10 years with the Bucs. Not too many players reach that 10-year mark on a team. It's tough to get to 10 years, folks. Mike Evans and Cameron Brake get 10 years next year, but it's very, 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 very tough to get to that 10-year mark. I'm telling you, it is tough. Because you see so many different people get traded, released, cut, whatever. And William Gholston made it, man. So you got to give him some shout outs. So, he's one of those guys. A lot of teams need guys like him. Guys that's going to show up with the lunch pail, ready to work, regardless of the situation. No complaints, no nothing. And there was, some talks about William Gholston had other offers out there. He's had some other offers, but he chose to come back. So that should tell you a lot about him as a character. As a man, his character, integrity, his loyalty. Loyalty can hurt you at times, but sometimes loyalty can benefit you in long term. And he had the part of his career now, Super Bowl champion. You don't really need much. He's made some good money. But happy with Tampa. 10 years in Tampa. That's a long time in a city with great weather. Food is good. No state tax. Why would he uproot his family? Because you got to think about it. When those guys get 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the game, you want to stay with the team unless you got no choice. Especially guys like William Gholston, that's not high in demand, all around guy, solid guy on the field, solid guy off the field, no complaints about him, no drama, no nothing like that. You look at those guys and you be like, look, he's not the type of dude that's gonna bounce around teams. That's not his game. But like I said, William Gholston, he does what he can. I'm not expecting him to be a pass rush galore this year. I'm sure he will contribute like he's always have. He will help the run defense, of course. But every year is different. What you seen with William Gholston last year, it won't be the exact same thing. Every year is different. Every player physically shows up, but the outcomes are different every year. Every game he's going to play this season will be different from last year. So if you look at the expectations for William Gholston, they need to be humbled. They need to be what's the word I'm looking for? They need to be reasonable. Because if you got high expectations for William Gholston, 8, 9, 10 sacks, just expect him to do what he's been doing. 1 to 4 sacks, some good run stops, some quarterback pressures, some quarterback hits. And that's the best you're going to get out of William Gholston. Because remember, you don't get better in football as you get older. It's a young man's game. William Gholston, 30, 31. So, you got young stud D tackles out there that's ready to come in and get it in. You probably got guys in the third and fourth round, that's gonna have better games. So, like I said, shouts out to William Gholston. I wish him the best with Tampa. Let me ask y'all a question: is William Gholston supposed to be, should he be in the Ring of Honor? 10 years with the Bucs. Is William Gholston a Ring of Honor candidate? Can you put him in the Ring of Honor, or that's still a no? He's not. You can't put him in there with Sapp and Derek Brooks. Like, do you put William Gholston in the Ring of Honor? Would you consider that? I mean, 10 years with the team, steady as he go. Contributed on and off the field. Like, boy, is it because he hasn't done enough on the field? And that's sad, because being with a franchise 10 years and you're not even considered in their Ring of Honor, that's kind of sad. And it's because of the production. That's what it is. It's because of the production. You guys don't like the production. That's right. Gerald McCoy better get in before him if that's the case, right? But like I said, it comes down to production, man. Production. And unfortunately, he hasn't produced enough. But I'm expecting the Bucs to draft a D lineman, at least 2 D linemen out this draft, one early and one later. And like I said, however you want to make that happen, first round, third round, first round, second round, first round, fourth round, the Bucs got to come out of here with two defensive linemen. The more and more I just keep looking at the roster, specifically the defensive line, the more and more I just keep saying, it's got to be 2 D linemen. 2 D linemen. I prefer them young, because you can hit on guys in third and fourth round. And I see, there's some veteran guys sitting out there, but you got to be careful with those guys, because now the guys that's on the market right now, they have one of the following combinations. They're older, injury prone, not as productive. So when you look at the market right now, that's why the Bucs ain't jumping out there grabbing those guys, because they understand the situation. They know where the team at right now. They know where the team needs to get younger and more fresher at. And so to bring in some veteran guys, you got to be careful with that, because those guys want to get paid. Those guys ain't just showing up to take veterans minimum, unless the market literally dictates them saying you ain't worth $5 million. Like Hakeem Nicks and Jadeveon Clowney, JPP, Ndamukong Suh, them guys, they still want to get paid, And unfortunately, like, the Bucs just don't look at them the same as they look at themselves. Jadeveon Clowney ain't taking no veterans minimum. Hakeem Nicks ain't finna take no $1 million. I think y'all get where I'm going with that, especially productive veterans, or veterans that's had a nice little, they're not taking kibbles and bits. No matter however you want to spend that, they're not taking kibbles and bits. They want $4, $5, $6, $7 million. Ndamukong Suh all about the money. So so understand the game, folks. It's a business on both sides. Guys want to get paid. I understand. But teams got to look out for the team, not the player. It's a business. No hard feelings, but you don't stick your neck out there and pay those guys a lot of money, and then they get hurt. You on the hook for the now you on the hook for the cap hit. So I get it, folks. I know you want to load up. You want to add some more Avengers to the team, or some old Avengers. But just be realistic with the situation. Just be realistic, because the problem is D-line. We got to get some juice. We need some young players there, and you guys are reaching for. You really want these names. You're looking at names. You keep looking at the names, but look at the production and the injury history. You guys some of you get caught up in the names so much, you don't realize that that's probably not the best interest of the Bucs. Look at Jadeveon Clowney. Because that's Jadeveon Clowney. Like, no, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, like, I think, the thing about having Tom Brady is, all we do now is look at names. We don't even look at the fit and the growth with the team. We're just looking at the names. Because before we weren't doing that. So please understand it, and understand what you're referring to when you bring these players up. You're thinking about the name. You're not thinking about the age and injury history, the production at the age. Thinking about that. You're thinking about the name. That's not how it works. Because if that's the case, a lot of teams will sign guys with names, and they'll be all on the same team, right? It's not even in baseball is like that. Basketball is kind of like that, but for the most part, that's not how you do things. Well, we're gonna sign this guy because that's Jadeveon Clowney or Hakeem Nicks. I would like Hakeem Nicks on the team, but at what cost? It's got to be a fairly reasonable deal. And those guys are not going to take a fairly reasonable deal because they still think they're, semi-productive, right? I mean, look at Fletcher Cox. He got $14 million. He's definitely on the back end of his career. He still got $14 million. So you think Hakeem Nicks gonna take $3 million? You think Ndamukong Suh with 6.5 sacks gonna take $2 million, $3 million? You think JPP gonna take $1-2 million? Nah, man. Like, they about that bread, man. Because they know whoever they sign with, whether it's the Bucs or whoever else, they know it's the last contract. Those guys like 32, 33, 34 years old. Like, and then they're not like a healthy 32, 33, 34 years old. And it's, sometimes you just get too old. And it shows on the field. And like, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see some of that this year around the NFL. Some guys that, on other teams or back on the same team, and they're, older, and the production ain't going to be there. They just ain't going to have that. They just ain't going to have the reaction time. It happens all the time with receivers and running backs. D linemen too. So just be aware of that, folks. There's going to be a lot of players that just going to have a big drop off. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dang, what happened to that guy? Not good enough no more. You know what I'm saying? Or just serviceable now. And the Bucs got to be really careful with signing a bunch of guys that are only serviceable. Now remember now, Super Bowl the Bucs. Let's not forget that Super Bowl the Bucs. No excuses. You know what I'm saying? I think we can agree on that because the moves we made. You in that window right now. The window screams Super Bowl. It's literally a 1-year window. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Because if you go look at the cap space in 2023, we're gonna end up being like the Saints. We on our way to being the New Orleans Saints when it comes to salary cap, pushing stuff down the road, and they got to get this roster ready for the future. And this literally, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think this is the last run with this roster, like currently constructed. Because if the Bucs don't keep up, they're gonna get left behind big time. You see these younger teams are doing. The Bucs got to replenish the roster. D-line, They got Tristian Wirfs, Antonie Winfield Jr., Devin White, Joe Tryon, but there's more work to be done. The Bucs got to be careful. Don't get left behind. That's just my personal opinion. This is literally like the last year, because they're squeezing a lot of lemon out the juice. Now I think they can get some more juice out of it, but they got to be really careful. They got to be really careful with how they construct this roster moving forward, because the salary cap is going to prevent them from doing some things that they're not going to be able to do because it's just that money tied up. So they got to be really careful. And I hope the Bucs don't fall into that trap of, pushing stuff back. Why that car following me? Pushing stuff back, and you can't do nothing. And then now we're looking like the Saints and stuff. I don't want that to happen. So, but like I said, the D-line is the priority, the number one priority. We're gonna see what the Bucs do. But like I said, William Gholston is back. You always be happy for somebody to get their money, get paid, right? So like I said, William Gholston, congratulations, returning to Bucs. I hope you have a productive year as best as you can. But I don't have anything else as I pull up to my destination. But anyway, shouts out to the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining another episode of BucosLocker. Make sure you follow me and give me a thumbs up on Spotify. I am on Spotify. I got 3 episodes on there. I try to do one every other day. I try to do a video, then a podcast, then a video, then a podcast. So try to get y'all to come over there a little bit too. And the topic's going to be pretty much the same until I start figuring things out. What I talk about here, what I talk about on there, I'll talk about it on here the next day. So with that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag Super Bowl or bust. This is it, folks. Super Bowl or bust. It's okay. The expectation is there now. Now you got to deal with it. No excuses now, because we got one already, and we're looking for number 2. So I don't want to hear no excuses about Super Bowl or bust. That's the train. Hop on. BucosLocker is out. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the locker room big talk.